Hey guys, it's Hannah and this is Bookworms Talk. Today I'm going to film my June favorites, and like always I'm going to start this off with my favorite book of the month, and that would have to be Never Never by Colleen Hoover and Taryn Fisher. Oh, the Oompa Loompa stage. I have a review coming up for this, so I'm not going to talk too much. I'm about to film it, slash, if my battery doesn't die, then I'll film it. But that's really how it works. And this is more of a mystery. It's a novella size, so it's kind of a quick read and a mystery, and it leaves in a cliffhanger, so get your hands on the second copy because you will want it. Oh, I guess before I forget, I should mention, yes, my hair is significantly lighter. Yes, I did get it cut, because I will probably get that question. And while I'm at it, I'm wearing Tropic Tonic by MAC, because I always get lipstick questions. And I do try to remember at least to put like what I'm wearing as far as lipstick goes in the description, because I get that question a lot. But now on to movie favorites slash Netflix favorites. First movie favorite, I'm going to talk about the movie that everybody is talking about, Jurassic World. I'm a very big Jurassic Park fan, and the first one is still hands down my favorite. This one is better than the second one. The second one, I personally believe, just like, let's just pretend it never existed. It's that bad. Third one, not so bad. Had its weird moments, but like it tried to stay true at least to the first one, and that was within the book series. Yes, it is a book series. But this fourth one was totally Hollywood. There is no book. So I was really worried that there weren't going to be like those small, kind of more intimate moments or like good character development, and I was afraid it was just going to be very Michael Bay, and it was a little Michael Bay. The first half of that movie though was really good, and it convinced me about like how they set things up and why it was like this, and I was like, yeah, all right, okay, I can buy that, I buy that. And then it went, CGI Michael Bay, no animatronics used except for one time. They used animatronics once, and I enjoyed that moment, and I had hope, and it was in the first half, and then my hope was gone. All that being said, if you're a less critical person, I mean, I think I'm like somewhere in the middle of that. It depends on what kind of movie I'm going to see, but I knew going into this, that should decide whether or not you should pay the money to go see it. I think if you're going into it with a really open mind, you're like, I know that it's gonna be a lot of CGI, but I still want to watch it. Go do it. You'll enjoy it. If you're more like, I don't know, I guess critical is the best word I could think of for it, then you just Redbox it. I personally enjoyed it though. I was a very, very big Jurassic Park fan. I had a younger brother, and I was the only girl of all boy cousins, and they were all like younger than me slash right at my age. And we watched a lot of Star Wars, a lot of Jurassic Park. My brother was so big into dinosaurs, I could not even tell you. I'm pretty sure we like pet fossilized poop, dinosaur poop in Arizona one time. I'm pretty sure that happened. We were very, very big into it. Very dinosaur people. And I guess to give a little bit of a summary of the movie, I hated the velociraptors. That was probably the thing that I hated the most of the movie, because they were not like the iconic velociraptor that how it was in all the other movies, and it just was totally different. And I'm like, they felt implanted from like a Godzilla movie. But aside from that, a summary would be they create like this genetically like enhanced modified dinosaur that had not previously existed. But that being said, and having watched the first movie like 6 times coming up to watching Jurassic World, even with the first movie, the dinosaurs were not fully dinosaur. They mixed it with frog DNA in order to get this, that, and the other. So they did that same concept in this movie, except it was with other dinosaurs in order to get like bigger, badder, more teeth, and just all the scary. Because, and here's the big reason, and this is why I really liked the movie and I accepted kind of the plot that they threw at you. So the park is open, and children are kind of like, been there, done that, seen it. I mean, it's like, I've seen an elephant before at a zoo. It's just an elephant. So it's like, I've seen a brontosaurus. It's just a brontosaurus. And so that was kind of their motivation behind it, and they wanted to get more people going in and more money, because money motivates everybody. But that was the reason. And so I was like, okay, I get this. I buy it. Okay. And another movie that I went to go see in the theaters is Pitch Perfect 2. I thought it was so killer funny. I don't know if I think it's better than the first one. I think that there is definitely a majority of the movie that I would say is better than the first half of the first movie. The first half of the first movie was kind of a little bit slower. I mean, it was still entertaining, but slower. And so now on to Netflix favorites. I have decided to start rewatching Dexter, because I did that last year at exactly this time. My time hop told me so. And I was craving Dexter. It feels like summer to me, and it's fun, and that sounds really weird because it's about a serial killer, but somehow that's fun in my eyes. Game of Thrones finale? Outlander finale too? Just don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. Those finales were both really difficult to watch. Without spoiling anything for anybody, they were just difficult to watch, both of them. I honestly hated this whole season of Game of Thrones, and if it's like that in the beginning of next season, like, I'm just done. There was half of a good episode, and then there was one really good plotline that was very short. Otherwise, I was bored as hell. Now into my physical random favorites of the month. I have lots of randoms. I bought this nail polish from Urban Outfitters, and it's called Pistol, and you're not going to really be able to see on oh, yeah, you can. See how it has that, like, shimmer at the top of it? So it looks like a grayish brown, and then it has, like, this kind of pinky, mauvey, corally kind of shimmer in it. I would say more coral shimmer in it, but it's not, like, overload on the shimmer. And it was, like, $5. Yeah, it was $5, or it was 2 for $5. It was some kind of deal, and I was like, oh, whatever, I'll do it. I actually really like it, and it stays on for a long time. And then I've recently kind of gotten more into contouring. But it's hard for me because I'm so pale and I can never find a shade that, like, really works for me without making me look like orange, basically. There is this NYX HD blush, and it is in the color Taupe, and that's kind of the color of it. It does turn out warmer the more you blend it out, so I have to mix this with, like, a grayish purple eyeshadow to make it work, but I mean, I obviously hit pan. I've been using it like crazy all this month, so that's what that looks like, but I've been liking it. And then to whip through another kind of like makeup-y skincare kind of thing. This is by Mario Badescu, and it is called the Special Healing Powder. And it is, I think, a sulfur-based powder. Yes, sulfur-based powder. And what I do with this, I've had this for like over a year. I don't know if it expires or not, but I've had it for a while. I have all of it left. Like, you have to use the smallest amount. What I do is I put this on with just like a kabuki brush, or just whatever my face brush is. And that's what it looks like. It's like really finely milled. That did not help you see it at all. That just got a mess on me. But like, it looks kind of green, and then it disappears like completely. I don't have a problem with it looking like whitish and powderish. The whole purpose to this is it's summer and it's Houston, Texas, and it's really hot. And so you always get shiny, and so what I do is I put it like all on my forehead right here where I get shiny, and then on my cheeks where I get shiny. And it kind of helps me keep more matte looking for longer. I also picked up this random ass thing from Ulta, but I got it based purely on smell, and it actually is pretty moisturizing considering it's like a scented thing, and most scented things aren't very moisturizing. And it is the Restorative Moisture Lotion, which is by Ulta. It's the lavender and berry scent. I love the smell of lavender, and this does smell a little lavender, but mostly berries, but not so berry that it's like artificial smelling, and it's not like the artificial lavender smell either. And then my last really random one is a room spray from Bath & Body Works, and it is called Honolulu Sun. And I hate summer scents. I typically never buy them, or spring scents. I just don't dig it. I like fall and winter, mostly fall though. But I really do like this, and it smells like summer, and it kind of reminds me of like sunscreen. Yeah, it smells like sunscreen and like coconut water, not like heavy coconut scent, just like very light. And now I'm going to move on to my music favorites of the month. And I'm just going to go down a list. I've been listening to Andrew Duhon, D-U-H-O-N. I've got to learn how to say his name. Quite a lot. I've been listening to Evelyn, Growing Older Now, Scared to Death of Dying. I've been listening to a lot of Eric Baker too. I'm pretty sure I mentioned both of them on my past favorites video, but I'm mentioning them again because I've been listening to mostly them. I've been listening to Crazy by Eric Baker a lot. It's like really, I don't know, I dig it. That was my motion. And then February Wind, I've been listening to a lot. And then from the Airborne Toxic event, I've been listening to Strangers. I think that's on their new album, or I'm wrong. But I've really been digging that song. As well as there's this one Eric Hutchinson song called something about rock and roll. I think it's called Rock and Roll. I think that is it for my favorites. I feel like I might be forgetting something, but it is 1:10 in the morning, and I'm trying not to be super loud to wake my brother up. But this is my last day of being able to film for the next few days, so yeah. So I will see you guys later next time on Bookworms Talk. I do have something to tell you. If you stuck around to the very end, feel special because you're like in on a secret now. I'm reviewing poetry for Right About Now Poetry. It's a YouTube channel, WAN Poetry. I talk about them a lot. I love them. I go to the poetry night almost every Wednesday. But the secret is, I already told you. Oops, I'm reviewing poetry for them. Oh my god, I just came out with a secret and then I was like building it up and I was like, wait, I already said it. I need to sleep. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you later next time on Bookworms Talk. And be sure to check out my poetry favorites. Bye.